You can start asking me first.
Yeah, we're ready to go. This is Conrad from Fair Trials in America, and we're doing the second part of a two-part interview because YouTube only lets us put on 10 minutes at a time. But at any rate, we're pretty well through the story. I hope you found this fascinating as I found it when I met Karbino in jail. And Karbino, just finish telling your story. Basically, then, you've had 2 children, and your first child was killed under the administration of Paul Morrison. Basically, they killed their child, and then they did an investigation later, found out they made a mistake, kept you in prison for 20 months, and took you to trial knowing you were an innocent man. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, after the first of this year, I'm not sure if you're aware of Kansas politics, but basically our Kansas Attorney General, former County Attorney General, basically got himself appointed as the DA. He fired a whole bunch of people in the DA's office. And there's been a lot of people that have sworn affidavits that these were wonderful people. And there's some doubt whether or not how wonderful they are. So now you got pregnant, got your wife pregnant again, and why didn't they just kill the child this time?
Because I believe one of them is that this district attorney is different than last one. Last one was Paul Morrison.
Yes.
Who is Attorney General now. But this one was Attorney General last time. His name is Bill Klein.
Uh-huh.
So I believe he has a big part on this one. I believe he is anti-abortion.
So you think he's investigated this?
I believe.
And he just do you feel like maybe the life of your second child has been protected under this administration?
It's more likely to be than last time.
Well, there's a lot we don't know because your wife is being held as a juvenile, and so all the proceedings are secret.
Yes, I have been ordered no contact order before they found out that she was pregnant.
And have you not been afraid to even have me publish this on Fair Trials because the judge has intimidated you not to let any of this come out because this is all supposed to be a secret trial because she's a juvenile when really she's 19 years old? Is that correct?
I don't really believe in American justice so far.
I can understand that.
What they have done to me, there is no justice at all. Therefore, I don't care. As I said earlier, I'm a Dinka Warrior. If I can lose my life with only hit of one cow, what do you think about my wife and my child? I will do whatever it takes.
So your wife has been kidnapped. You've had one child killed. As far as you know, your second child is going to be born shortly here now and is going to be safely born. Is that correct? Under the protection of the current administration in Johnson County. Is that correct?
If God will, my child will be born.
If God willing. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Do you want to give any contact information of anyone that wants to get a hold of you about this situation?
Yes, I just need help from public. I need to support me in all ways you think you can support me on. My phone number is 913-633-5212. That is 913-633-5212. I need help. I need support. I need to get this out as much as possible.
Well, Fair Trials in America is going to do whatever it can to get this message out if we have to call everyone in Kansas 100 times. And so, if people want to, apparently we don't have a very free press in this country either, so we're trying to establish a new free press where people that support certain messages can get it out to the rest of their neighborhood, the rest of their state, or the rest of the nation. And I think that your case has really showed the weakness in our current judicial system, particularly in Kansas, and particularly the corruption in Johnson County.
There is weak, and that's why now the last word I can say is that now I become a citizen. I have the United States citizenship, but
we're going to fight to get this country back.
My real citizenship is from Southern Sudan. But here's what I want to say as the last word. Because what the state of Kansas has done to me in my life, I never experienced that with my wife. This is what I'm going to say. History will judge me history will judge between I and the United States if the real way is United States solve problem like this.
Well, let me tell you something, Karbino. I don't think it is the United States or the citizens of the United States, but I think there is a very strong group of corrupt Kansas officials that made what happened to you possible, and there's many of us that are very much opposed to it, and we're going to do whatever we can and whatever it takes to get these people out of office and hold them accountable for the murder of your son.
Thank you, and that's why I say if it's going to come out that the state of Kansas is doing this stuff, then it will be a different issue. But if all United States is going to tell the international media about human rights and they're doing what they did to me, then
it's not all the United States, Karbino. We have some very corrupt people in our government, and because we have a free press, we're going to get this message out. Thank you, Karbino. It was a great interview. Bye-bye.